Hi, I'm Michelle Garcia Winner. I'm the founder of Social Thinking, and like many of you, we have all been experiencing quite an unusual year, face mask and all. And you're probably like me in the sense that we're just so glad this year is coming to an end. And what a great time to show how glad we are it's the holiday season. The holiday season is special for many different people for different religious reasons, but it's also just a special time of the year because it's a year where people often just connect a little bit more. And while people will talk about we can't really connect, we can't go out and see people, there's still actually a number of opportunities to see people if you are a person who has to go to the pharmacy or the grocery store or get gas. There are people around, and the one thing that masks cannot prevent you from doing is smiling with your eyes, that we still see people and we can still see when people acknowledge us. And as I'm working with my clients as this year wraps up, we're talking about that making connections. We all sorely need connections. In fact, it's in the DNA of humans to make connections. And so many of my clients want to make friends. We all want to make friends, I think, across our life. But right now, it's hard to find a new person to become friends with. But there are members of our community available to us. And so my theme with my clients as we wrap up this year is connect a little, feel good a lot. And so that's the theme I want you guys to think about as we wrap up this year. And we all feel so stuck in some ways. At the same time, we still can connect. And even if you're not face to face, who are the people in your life that you can send out a meme to just as a fun way to connect with them, or send them a little greeting, let someone know how valuable they are to you? So I had a client a couple of years ago who came to me referred by a psychiatrist, and he was feeling quite anxious and depressed. But the basis of that anxiety is related to the social world. He was having a hard time understanding it, and he was now employed in a very big company. He helped to give some people on his team projects and helped to manage them at some level, but he didn't know how to relate to them. And so as the year ended, I said to him, holiday season, great time to connect a little, feel good a lot. Have you thought about going around to the people you work with and just tell each one, you don't even have to say happy holidays, just go around and just say, I was thinking about our year, and here's something that really impresses me about you. And at first he was like, I can't do that. I never talked to any of these people except for the job. And I said, well, what's the risk? So we pull out a little scale and we decide, is there a big risk people are going to get mad at you if you go over to them and say, I've just been thinking about what a great member of the team you are and that you contribute this. And he thought about it and he goes, no, there's really no risk in that. And so now it was like, well, how are you going to manage your anxiety so that you actually try to do it? Because while it may feel comfortable, and remember the social world might often feel a little uncomfortable, is there some value in taking that risk? So my guy identified 4 people on his team he wanted to say this to. He did it. We actually practiced a little bit about what he might say, 1 or 2 of the people, and he's like, oh, okay, I can do this. He went around to these 4 people, and he came back and he was like, that was kind of cool. Like, they really liked it that I said those things to them. And there was nothing further than that, but connect a little, feel good a lot. And that began his journey of step by step, not seeking to start with making relationships on a grand scale, but relationships start at little connections. So I work with kids and I work with adults on who can you say hi to? What does friendliness look like? What does friendliness look like when you're wearing a mask? What can it look like when you're gaming with somebody else online? What are all these different ways we can connect a little to feel good a lot? Because at the end of the day, one of the things about the social world is when we feel connected with other people, we feel better about ourselves and the community we live in. And during the holiday season, It's a great time to feel good about the people around us. We have a lot to be grateful for, even though many of us have experienced extreme hardship this year. There's a lot to be grateful for. So thank you guys for connecting so much with us. You carried us through some really challenging times this year, but you probably didn't know you were doing that. So thanks a lot. Enjoy the holidays. Enjoy just connecting with your community. And hopefully we'll be seeing you in 2021 and possibly sometime in the future back in person again. Take care, you guys.